2 days until the change of heart. Let's do it.
We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm We Squared. Time for another visit from Igor.
I wonder if we'll get any new information. We know that one more level isn't going to get us another ability. So one more palace to increase the number of personas we can use.
Yeah.
You have expelled one who was stained in vanity.
Ooh, I like how he said that. Stained in vanity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remember that.
You are now one step closer to your rehabilitation. It's a delightful thing indeed.
All right, Caroline, Justine, just don't be so openly antagonistic, and I won't do the same back. Because I know they're about to start insulting me.
Of course, of course.
Or at least Caroline is.
Yeah.
Our master is pleased. You should be honored, inmate.
Okay, I can deal with that.
That's how she normally is.
However, that man's remarks are concerning.
Oh.
It seems another has made their way into the metaverse.
And I know absolutely nothing about it.
Maybe his nose gets in the way of the whistling. Who could it be? Look, you, Mr. Long-Nosed Suspicious Person, have to know something.
That is beyond my knowledge.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Igor in Persona 4 didn't really know the pertinent details. He just knew that something was going on.
And that he had to guide someone to stop it. So.
Yeah, that's kind of how he always is, really.
Yeah, I suppose
Like
so.
something bad's happening and you are the one who will stop it, so I must assist you.
Yeah, that's it exactly.
But your rehabilitation is progressing smoothly. That is for certain. May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper.
Well, I'm still not necessarily sure about my own rehabilitation, but as far as the mission goes, it is something I can totally get behind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some way to actually wash out deep-rooted corruption? Sign me up!
Yeah.
I have high hopes of you.
Okay, so I guess this also maybe counts a little for Caroline, because she didn't insult me.
She just kept her mouth shut.
That's better than it has been.
All right.
Oh, just wait. She's going to talk after this. Oh, nope. Okay, excellent.
Points to you, Caroline.
She's like duct tape shut.
So that's why. Well, I'm not gonna question it. Hello?
It's Kitagawa. I'm calling about Madarame's state. For the time being, he hasn't suffered a mental shutdown.
That's very good.
You would know.
Other than that, his demeanor seems to have softened a bit.
Do you remember a few episodes ago, I posited, just sort of out of nowhere, that
Those
maybe,
are our best ones.
that maybe if his distorted desires were gone, he'd become a normal, regular person who was also an artist once more?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I really do hope that happens. That doesn't, of course, change his crime,
Oh, no.
but wouldn't that be good for Yusuke?
Yes, that would help him out a lot, too.
Is that the change of heart?
I wonder... So Kamoshida's reaction was just to lock himself at home.
He's also younger. That might have something to do with it.
Maybe, yeah. And the nature of what he did.
Yeah, Madarame's older and probably more psychologically sound, all things considered.
Yeah, all things considered.
Yeah.
It could be.
I see. I was curious and looked into Kamoshida as well. It's as if he was an entirely different person.
We never got an update on Kamoshida.
I'm sure we will at some point, probably from talking to people around.
Mm-hmm.
So is he saying that Kamoshida became someone completely different, but Madarame is the same, just nicer?
Maybe.
That's pretty interesting. That might lead... Well, no, I'll save that for later on in this episode.
Sensei.
I mean, technically the change, like, we won't know for certain until the time happens.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I'm sorry to have taken your time. That's all I wanted to tell you. Good. Oh, I'll try asking him about the black-masked intruder from the palace when the time is right.
he's not going to know anything.
Don't expect to get anything out of it, but asking isn't going to hurt.
Yeah,
Goodbye then. This time for sure.
that was nice.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's June now, huh? Personally, this is my least favorite month.
Am I the only person who likes summer?
It takes an hour to do my hair due to the humidity, and it's a bother deciding what to wear when it rains.
Hot rain does kind of stink. I haven't experienced that much. But by God, I live in Oklahoma and I used to live in Louisiana.
Yeah!
I'm used to this humidity nonsense.
But for you, June is a month with no holidays and no events, so you're stuck here forever. Ha 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 ha. Now that I think about it, you'll be switching to summer uniforms next week.
Thinking about that, doesn't that mean that right at the beginning of June that they have to still wear the regular uniforms?
Oh, that sucks!
So they might have something like 1 or 2 weeks of death.
I don't want everyone forgetting, okay? Don't charge out the door in your blazers. On that note, Mr. Nakamura.
Are you gonna ask me a question about blazers?
Of course not, you know how this works.
Question.
I guess I am. The original blazers were named that thanks to a certain quality they had. Any idea what it was?
No, but come on.
Being flammable!
It's not that.
Probably brightly colored. Because I don't think I've ever seen a blazer with fire patterns.
Don't be wrong. Brightly colored.
Excellent.
Woo!
Excellent!
Good job, Billy.
Our blazers are black, of course, but the original ones were bright, vivid red. It was mostly used to refer to the jackets worn by a British boating club in the 1800s.
Did not know that. Finally!
Ah!
All right.
Somewhere along the line, I suppose the style got lost with the name's original meaning.
It doesn't really matter, though.
After all, just look at us. Nowadays, blazers don't have to be any color at all.
Not that that's a bad thing. I think black's pretty stylish.
You're biased.
I do too. I like to wear really dark colors. To go with my black soul. Before anything else, guys, I want to ask, right now, I feel like we haven't spent enough time on our stats, but as you can see, it's Guts and Knowledge 3, 2s on the others. I know finals for this semester are coming up next month, and I was wondering, what do you guys think we should actually do?
Yeah, that's a good question to ask.
I know we need Guts 4 for EY, and I'm sure that getting proficiency up is only going to help, especially with Thief Tools.
Yeah.
And I mean, everything's going to help. But what do you guys think we should, or what do you recommend we should work on? Let us know, please! We need your help! Otherwise, I'll just do what I want to do, and I'll screw everything up!
Hey, Jirou.
Huh? What?
What's up?
This again?
Yeah.
You want to hang out?
Nah, man, I got a date with the girl.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously? Just because I ditched you for girls a couple of times doesn't mean you get to do the same to me.
Why not?
Because I got a text from you right here saying you wanted to hang out.
All right, you got me. I'm not really digging all this sitting around crap. Dude, I really want to talk. Or I guess more like vent. You want to grab some ramen? I'll show you my go-to place.
That sounds awesome.
Okay. It's kind of far, but it's totally worth. The flavor's out of this world.
Some people use the word it after they say worth.
Wanna get going?
Anyway, it's in Ogikubo, so let's take the train over there. I love the feeling of noodles sliding down my throat, sweat dripping over my face.
I never liked the part where the sweat drips over your face because you're basically eating hot water.
This shit's the best, man. Ramen is life.
I really like ramen, but it's not that good.
Light soup like this really gets your body going again after a good run, you know?
So for every one of our viewers who hasn't had authentic Japanese-style ramen, I don't mean the instant noodles, at your first chance, which isn't likely to come up easily, have the real stuff. It's delicious.
We used to come all the way out here after practice and... I guess that's all in the past. By the way, I've seen Nakaoka around a few times.
Still hadn't said anything else to him, huh?
But for some reason, it doesn't look like he's getting along with the others.
Huh. You worried about him?
Yeah, kinda. I've been thinking about what he said. How the whole track team was putting up with Kamoshida's shit.
I like how Ryuji basically sacrifices himself for other people. Like, he doesn't really care that Nakaoka is mad at him.
Right.
He's more concerned about the other guys.
Yeah, him getting along with the rest of them. And how I effed it all up for him. I think he was right.
Well then, go apologize, man.
They don't even got a club room anymore, so they've been storing all their stuff behind the gym. They can't use any school gear either, so they just run laps around the block for practice.
They're still doing it, though.
There ain't really a place for outcasts like that.
Dude, you have... There's a place for outcasts. You know that.
I should know that better than anyone. It's good they're keeping their heads low now, though. I don't want them ending up like me.
What do you think?
Right? I kind of want to say, but you're doing great, but I know how you feel might be better.
Well, we may be wrong, but I know how you feel, man. Hey!
Oh, yeah, we're both outcasts here, huh?
That's right.
It's probably tough just walking around school for you with all them rumors and shit.
It's not as bad as it used to be.
We really don't belong anywhere. But you know, maybe that ain't so bad after all.
I'm sure it's the same for the other guys, too. You really ought to go talk to them.
I guess now that I'm thinking about it, trying to fit in is a real pain in the ass.
Amen, brother. It just isn't worth it.
I mean, I'd never have met you guys if I wasn't an outcast, right?
That's right.
So, it's all good. No problems here. Never mind what I was saying. For real, though, it's been a shit ton of fun. Hanging out with you guys is so freaking cool.
Yeah, you get to fight all these monsters and make calling cards.
Yeah.
Why are you so close to my face, man?
Are you eating all right? Yeah, some of mine. I just hope there's something I can do to help those track guys.
That's probably the scariest part of all. You know, building up enough guts to go and talk to him yourself after everything.
Yeah. Though I'd probably mess them up if I tried to butt in.
You should do it.
Oh yeah, we still gotta find a new spot for our training.
Oh yeah, I guess because we can't really take theirs.
Well, they kind of took ours, so to speak.
Yeah, right, right.
I'll think about it. No slacking off till then, okay?
Hey, running is good. You gotta do it.
See ya.
Later, dude! My bro man!
The exhibition ends tomorrow. Madarame must have had his change of heart by now, right?
I'm sure it'll be fine. So far, nobody's come charging us with anything, yeah?
But wouldn't he wait to press charges until after the exhibition?
That is what was said earlier. I don't know what I'm talking about.
What should we do if someone contacts us about it tomorrow?
Try asking Yusuke. He's still staying with Madarame, right?
Our ace in the hole! Oh, that's right. Where is Yusuke?
His portrait. It must mean he's not in the conversation.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need to answer every text message the moment I get one. I have my own concerns to deal with right now. I wonder if he'll be okay with Madarame. Oh, sorry I'm late to contact you all. It seems something will certainly be happening tomorrow. Madarame is on the phone as we speak. With who? Likely the media. I haven't heard anything in this conversation about pressing charges.
I've had a glass up to the wall to hear his conversation. Guess we just gotta wait till then.
Let's meet in Shibuya tomorrow. Okay, see you then.
Well then.
The exhibition is finally ending tomorrow. I'm sure things will work out fine this time too. But it's only a matter of time until things don't work out fine.
Yup. I'm looking forward to that part when everything turns topsy-turvy.
Featherhawk has regained his lost memories, but now a new villain has revealed himself. The earth-shattering appearance of a new leader. Revive and fight, Phoenix Rangers! I really want to watch this show.
Yeah.
Next episode, Karado Nawa Feather Rento! Oh, that That sounds good. Ho ho!
Excellent! Alright, how's it gonna go down?
I like how he called
That old geezer.
called a press conference.
Yeah!
This is guts!
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess maybe everyone's going to do it like this. I mean...
Kamoshida did as best he could. I mean, he couldn't have called a press conference, but...
No, he deliberately made it worse for himself. Madarame, as someone famous, is deliberately making it awful for himself. Anyway, I approve of that because that's showing ownership of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he crying?
I have committed crimes that are unbecoming of an artist.
The thing that I really want him to do is confess to the negligent homicide of Yusuke's mother.
Plainly put, I plagiarized work. I tainted this country's art world and even Sayuri. How could I possibly apologize to everyone for what I've done?
He can't even keep it together at all.
Yeah. He killed someone, though.
Yeah.
He's crying way too much.
Screw you guys!
May not mean anything to you, but you know all those guys kind of around town that used to be one of Madarame's pupils. Yeah. I bet they appreciate this. I mean, forgive him? Probably not, I mean, but
that's the most difficult part of this sort of thing.
Not even necessarily sure if you should or not.
And that was from the urgent apology conference by Madarame that took place just a moment ago. After reporting to the association, Madarame has agreed to the police's request to turn himself in.
But dude, there's something kind of important you didn't talk about.
He might admit that to the police.
That's possibly true.
Wasn't he on TV the other day?
On top of charges of abuse to his pupils, Madarame is under suspicion of claiming their works as his own. Some doubt the validity that his maiden work, Sayuri, was stolen, believing it was used for fraud. This large-scale criminal act has caused a great shock to the art world, and...
Oh my gosh, why didn't I ever think of fraud?
We're not lawyers.
I don't know anything about law when it comes to stuff like this, like you said.
That old man's done for.
Yep.
After the conference, Madarame was taken to a police hospital for interrogation due to his age.
Ooh, yeah, it's gonna be harder on him physically.
However, initial psych evaluations state that he is mentally sound and likely responsible for his actions.
That means we didn't damage him.
There's no need to be nice to an old geezer like that.
There really isn't, though.
I know, but...
Mercy isn't about just letting people get away with things, or about letting people avoid the consequences. Showing Madarame or Kamoshida mercy, that definition of mercy, like, that wouldn't fly. What were you saying?
I'm not trying to say we should be merciful towards him, but this man obviously, clearly regrets what he's done. He can't even keep it together. Like, there's no reason to be unnecessarily hostile, I suppose is what I'm trying to say. Because there's a lot of people who do bad things and don't even care. And try and, like, make excuses or hide behind it or find some way to weasel out of it. But when they're actually being like, this is what I did, I am so terribly sorry, like down to the core of my soul, how can you not, like, you respected him for doing that. This is like showing that courage disrespect, I feel.
I do see what you mean, but also, and it's not like I'm disagreeing with you. I mean, you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
And they are asking to be punished for their crimes.
Yes.
And so trying to not punish them would be disrespectful.
No.
I know that wasn't what you were saying, but...
Why'd he spill the beans himself? Doesn't that seem weird?
No.
It does.
Now, yes, of course it does.
Also, a group calling themselves Phantom Thieves posted a dubious note on Madarame's exhibit. The police will investigate their relation to this case, but for now, did not identify them as suspects.
Isn't that weird?
Well, the Phantom Thieves didn't commit a crime.
That's true.
They may have committed a crime, though, which is why they would need to be investigated. You know, it may be like a type of threatening, conspiracy, harassment, something like that.
Right.
Phantom Thieves? Do these bandits have something to do with that old geezer's apology?
Are they going to mention Kamoshida?
Oh, I've heard of them before. They supposedly steal evil hearts. It's why the culprits apologize.
Wait,
I'm a
what?
big
Steal
fangirl.
hearts? That's impossible, though.
Happened more than
I feel
once.
like I saw something about that online, too. They sent out a calling card for real.
Oh, so it was like, we're going to take your heart? Oh, that's impressive if someone really did that.
Kalima! Kalima!
Phantom Thieves, huh?
Aha! Isn't that the detective from that
the detective
cutscene way back in the beginning of the game with Sae?
Yeah, that looks just like him.
And who, if you look at the box art for the game and one of the loading screens, is clearly one of the playable characters.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
I guess every modern Persona has to have some sort of detective prince, eh?
I wonder if there's 1 in 3.
Phantom Thieves again.
Well.
Phantom Thieves again. The guy in the glasses turns around and walks away.
You guys see the news about Madarame? It's just like what happened with Kamoshida.
To the surprise of no one.
But rather with less dramatic flair.
And they mentioned the Phantom Thieves.
Ooh, we're gonna be famous! Except that was kind of the goal, yes?
Man, this is starting to get interesting. If we do it right, we can change people's hearts.
Man, I can't wait to meet a fangirl.
With this power, we might be able to do more than just getting back at society. It'll be a big deal.
Meanwhile, you go to poor Mishima and he's like, I wish I could meet a fangirl. They dumped me. Don't worry, buddy. We'll get back to the mementos pretty soon.
Let's keep pushing on then. As for me, I hope we just keep getting more and more famous.
Something like this happening twice is massive, too. It's too great a coincidence to occur normally.
Especially if it happens again, that'll kind of make us...
cinch it. Yeah.
We'll probably be a major news story at that point.
Yeah.
If we continue doing this, we'll definitely be able to give courage to everyone who needs it.
You know, for a moment I misread that and thought she said give coverage, and I'm like, what, are you a news anchor?
Well, that's why you also wait and listen to them. Thinking about it like that, not what you were saying, wouldn't it also cause people who are doing kind of bad things to in some way declare war on the Phantom Thieves? I mean, what you would actually do, I don't really know,
I know what you're saying.
Right.
Kind of the superhero, supervillain sort of conundrum.
Like, some people might start getting really paranoid, copycats might show up, and, you know, they might be trying to really be vigilant for people sneaking around and poking around more so than normal.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That could cause some real big trouble.
Oh, here we go.
We may want to quiet down a little.
Maybe not hold our meetings in a public place.
Again, there is no reason that Ryuji and Jirou, if not also on, should not have already been talked to by the police after Kamoshida.
Yeah.
You moron! Those are attendance officers.
But it's Sunday.
Hello there. May I speak with you for a moment?
I can't say no.
Those aren't sunglasses, though.
Yeah.
Yes! How can we help you? That monotonous acting of hers never fails to send a chill down my spine.
But I love her anyway!
What are you all doing here? Are you friends?
Yes!
Yes? We're delinquents.
I'm not just going to be massively hostile to them.
Well, maybe just we wanted some tea.
But we're not. That's just a straight up lie.
Well, so is we're delinquents.
We're delinquents.
What did you say?
That was a joke. He didn't get much sleep last night.
Well, all right. Just make sure you disperse before it gets too late, okay?
Yes, sir. We weren't intending on sticking around for too long.
There have been some odd happenings lately, and the news about that artist has caused quite the stir.
Also, I can't help but notice that his son is with you.
We'll be careful.
Okay.
It's still light out. Man, those guys must have way too much time on their hands.
I don't know why nobody has talked to the people who are obviously involved in the Kamoshida case.
Hey, don't go making stuff up on the spot like that, okay? I totally panicked because of you.
You panicked before I said anything anyway.
Yeah.
From now on, we'll need to be even more cautious than before.
That's true, though. Need a new hideout.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Right after the second Thieves incident, both prior victims are meeting up.
What was I saying about being talked to?
Yeah.
Wait,
What?
You mean people might be listening to us?
What did you say about there's his son?
Yeah, yeah.
It'll be fine. Look around. We're the only people worrying about it.
Oh, Ryuji, that's gonna bite you in the ass later.
I guess you're right.
By the way, Yusuke, you able to get anything out of Madarame? Remember how he was talking about that suspicious person in the black mask?
Surely he didn't ask.
Well, I pressed him for answers, but he doesn't even understand what happened to him to begin with.
Right.
Of course.
It's not like he actually saw his desires get stolen after all.
You gotta ask, though.
Yeah.
You never know. What if he would have known?
What
You
if
never
if some inkling of it transferred over, you know?
Yeah, if you don't actually press him, you'd never find out, but the chance of something coming up are basically zero.
It's rumored that he may be sent to prison. In that case, gaining information will be difficult.
Well, interrogating him's not gonna yield anything.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I'll be leaving that house. I can't
Oh.
draw in such a place anymore.
Of course.
That's true. That's true.
Do you have somewhere to go?
The school dorms. I can stay there free of charge thanks to my fine arts scholarship.
Oh, that's convenient.
Oh, I suppose the high school he's going to is something a little more special.
A scholarship? You're that good?
Duh!
Although, Takamaki-san's house would do as well.
Wait, what?
What do your parents
You
think of
know,
that?
you could ask her to model for you whenever you wanted.
But seriously, stay away from Odd.
You moron!
Then again, now that Yusuke will be living alone, it'll be easier for us to meet up whenever we want.
For the time being, we should wait and see how this case plays out.
And it'll probably take some time finding a target as big as Madarame.
I know, I wonder how long it's gonna take. How long did it take last time?
During the summer, before Risei's dungeon, it took like a month almost.
Wow!
It took a long time before anything else happened.
Anyway, we should just act like normal students while we look for our next target, okay?
Live an honest student life.
Well, summer vacation is still a ways off.
True.
We'll be entrusting that to you again, Ryuji.
Like, that'll be after finals, which is what, like July 13th?
Something like that?
Alright, guess it's just more prep till then.
Hey, Ryuji's got responsibilities.
Yusuke Kitagawa.
We should be on the lookout for anyone listening to us.
Ah, who cares about that? Nobody's watching us. Meanwhile, the person that they know is standing like 15 feet away. Glare. No, she's probably quite competent and wasn't just totally creepy on him. Excellent! He noticed!
You know, I've actually been kind of sitting on this for a little bit since we figured out about the masked man. I've always said that I think he got caught on purpose. At first I thought it was maybe to, like,
So
recruit...
after Shiho Suzui, you did it again for someone you barely knew?
I figured you did it to draw Sae out to your side, but maybe this is the perfect bait for that masked man. Like, the reason you have to keep telling it properly and making sure that it goes smoothly is so that you're there long enough for the drug in your system to wear off, so that when he does show up after she leaves, you can handle it.
I mean, I don't know about that last part, and that's an interesting theory, and it very well could be true, because I don't think this is nearly as straightforward as it appears
Right.
in a game like this. But, I mean, I was always under the impression that you were sold out. I mean, they kind of showed
That is what they said.
That's kind of what happened right at the beginning. It's just that at that time, we had no context, so we didn't really appreciate what that meant.
Yes, but getting caught on purpose is also kind of a trope of the genre.
That's very true. That could happen.
And Joker is the one most suited to busting out because he has a variety of persona.
And his own special abilities.
Yes.
I mean, he can use Third Eye in the real world now that I think about it.
That's correct.
I mean, nobody else could use any of their special stuff since at least the earlier games.
Right.
You were sent away twice, almost reported to the police, and yet you still wanted to save him.
Because I'm not a dirtbag, lady!
Plus there's Yusuke to think of.
Yeah.
Moreover, you ended up in a museum instead of a castle this time. You're still going to maintain this rubbish about changing someone's heart by stealing their treasure?
Don't you watch the news?
Seriously.
I mean, what is it? Once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, and 3 times is...
certainty? I don't know.
I can't remember how that saying ends!
We've been playing this game too long. We can't get the sayings right either.
It's all true!
I mean, seriously.
Very well. The truth behind this tale of yours will be clear once your conspirators are in custody. Now then, tell me about this new member who joined your group. There's no point in being stubborn. It will only damage your position.
That's true.
The identity of Madarame's pupil can be easily discovered with a little investigation.
Like, very little investigation,
yeah,
right?
Seriously.
I mean, shouldn't it be, like, public knowledge? You just look and see who lives there?
That's what I thought. I mean, that journalist knew.
Go right ahead. Right?
So you won't sell out your accomplice?
Why would I?
Fine. There's still much more that I want to hear.
I mean, for all we know, they're just saying that to try and get him to sell out his friends.
Yes, that's true.
It was around this time that the Phantom Thieves began to truly gain popularity. Lies flooded the internet. Things like the Phantom Thieves saved me too, or I got a calling card.
That'll happen.
For heaven's sake, those lies made the collection of intel take almost 10 times longer.
Good job, Mishima. Who? Nothing?
Now your next target was this man.
Oh, so they're gonna do this every time, huh?
Junya Kaneshiro.
Well, he looks like scumbag.
He doesn't compare to the previous two. Even the police have been struggling to apprehend him.
Oh my god.
Going after somebody for real, huh?
Kind of looks like a Yakuza member, really.
Yeah, and he's big, too.
So, exactly how did you take down such a well-guarded criminal? Tell me.
Yeah, I want to know, too.
I wish I knew, lady. You gotta play it to find out.
The suspect has repeatedly testified that he does not have any recollection of his actions. A full psychiatric evaluation will be performed to further investigate the crime's details and motives.
First Kamoshida at Shujin Academy, and now Madarame.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence, of course. I mean, we know the truth here, but...
I found a number of points of commonality between the two.
So in other words, the stuff that Sae is telling you in the cell is completely different from how she's actually behaving.
That kind of makes sense, though, when she's trying to get the information out of you, because she doesn't fully... Maybe not she doesn't fully believe it, but that's just how interrogating goes.
Yeah.
That's how you interrogate someone.
Both, for example, were sent a calling card before their unforeseen changes of heart.
They're even using the terminology.
Yeah.
I see. But isn't tying their cases to the series of psychotic breakdowns jumping to conclusions? Furthermore, the police will frown upon you stepping into this.
So she drew the conclusion immediately.
Yeah.
Huh.
Also, what do you think of my ornate bed pad? I can't get enough about pointing that out to everyone.
I just had a thought.
Was it about an ornate bed pad?
That's not a bedpan! That is a piece of freaking art!
What were you thinking about, David?
Well, that mysterious man in black.
Yes.
What if it was Sae? She was actually there. So, wouldn't it have been easiest? And he did draw these conclusions immediately and is already talking to the director about connecting it supernaturally, which could imply that she would also be a persona user. Like, she could have the knowledge to know to make that connection.
Why would they confuse her for a man?
Voice modulation, throwing people off to make you be surprised and not suspect her. The only reason I'm thinking that, and there is nothing to back it up, is because she's wearing black. But if you think about it, it could be possible.
I suppose it is possible. Cognition, if she was good enough at the cognition thing, she could change her appearance.
Also, what were you saying before about...
luring Sae?
No, about luring the man in black in?
Yeah.
Well, what if it worked and that was it?
Huh.
I mean, I don't think there's anything to that,
yeah,
but it's
worth
just
considering.
Just a thought.
Now isn't the time to be worrying about things like jurisdiction and honor.
Or laws.
We need to dig deeper and find a correlation among the incidents these past 2-3 years.
So what she's saying is to actually seriously hit the case and quit trying to hide it in the bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Very well, I leave it to you. However, you must not let this interfere with your regular duties.
Thank you, sir.
I still think that she's actually probably...
Damn woman just had to stick her nose into this.
On the good guy's side.
Yeah.
Here again, just like I've been saying...
He's acting suspicious, yeah.
No, you just don't want to
it's
look
that
into him.
Nose of his!
You just don't want to look into him at all. I know you've said it sometime before. Like, acting suspicious, he's clearly part of the group O bad guys.
Yeah.
And I understand that these abnormal incidents have caused some anxiety throughout our country. This situation must be approached with the utmost seriousness.
Uh-huh.
Dude, wearing shades like that with your like collar unbuttoned
and his douchebag goatee.
Yeah, and with a shaved head, he does not look like anything but a punk.
Yeah.
I shall continue to put forth great effort so that every citizen can live with peace of mind.
Unless I'm drunk and there's an attractive woman around.
I mean, you'd think that a member of the Diet would actually be, you know, more professionally...
respectable?
At least while he's in public.
Yeah.
Not only are there these Phantom Thieves to worry about, but if that is exposed...
If I remember correctly, you transfer lines at Shibuya, right?
Yeah, why?
I heard customers say it's gotten pretty dangerous over there. Don't let yourself be a target, got it?
No problem. You have my gratitude.
And my axe! I mean, wait, that's something else. What are you so polite for all of a sudden?
I truly am thankful to you for making me come to my senses. You owe us one, you punk! I most certainly am not. I must express my gratitude earnestly.
You're one of us now, man. We'll be counting on you, okay?
Of course. And if anything comes up, we won't hesitate to lend a hand. Thank you. Well then, see you. Well, there were a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but we still pulled off our first real job. Yusuke joined the team too, so let's continue reforming society like this. Why do I care about reforming society?
Yeah, when they say reforming society like that, I get a Death Note feel, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of unsettling.
Also, it's Sunday. I guess we get to go hang out with Yoshida after all.
Yes!